Hi there, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Tina from Tinaheals.com. Welcome. And if you have your sun in Libra, then this is your video. So the sun has been going through a hibernation period. Do you know that? From about 2017, the sun has been pretty inactive with regards to, ejecting solar flares and coronal mass and the like. But I think on the 29th of May or 1st of June, the sun woke up. So the sun has sort of awakened, and the scientists are afraid that the sun might turn aggressive. So 2020 has been an interesting year to say the least. And we do not need an aggressive sun to, exacerbate the situation because, today is the day when Jupiter and Pluto meet up in the skies, and this is the second conjunction out of the three that they're going to make. So this is a very interesting day and an interesting moment in history. That's why to pay obeisance or to send my love to the planetary daimon of the sun or the solar logos, I am making these videos. It is not just a spherical glowing orb that you see in the sky that you call the sun. That is not the be all and end all of everything. That is just the emanation of the spiritual sun, the true essence of creation. Okay, we cannot know the true solar logos, but we can surrender to it. Now if you have a sun in Libra, then this is a sun in fall position, because the sun is exalted in Aries, and in its polarity Libra, the sun is not in a strong position. The sun does not like to be here traditionally, but that doesn't mean that you cannot make the most out of this placement. Okay, so let us understand a few significations of the sun. Okay, the sun is known as one of the lights, by the way, the other light being the moon. The sun is a raw primeval intelligence. Okay, it is the all-seeing sun. It is nature's fire and intelligence. It is the intellectual light. Okay, it is the organ of mental perception, how we perceive things. The sun has a lot to do with that. Sun in fall in Libra can be problematic for perception. Okay, and Libra and Aries is me and us. So Libra oftentimes, works in its detriment because of this people pleasing attribute. Okay, the sun indicates kingship, which is leadership, how you lead. Okay, rule, intellect, intelligence, again raw primeval intelligence, not the written intelligence like thought Mercury. Okay, beauty, the sun speaks of beauty. Sun in Venus rule Libra will make you beautiful in some way. People will notice this side of you. People will see your beauty. Okay, motion, again movement. Okay, loftiness of fortune, how fortunate are you, the sun will tell. Ordinance of the gods, judgment, public reputation, so how the world perceives you. Okay, yes, that you on a more stock level it is arising, but the sun is definitely how the world perceives you. It's why you have incarnated in this particular time, in this particular time and space, in the fabric, in this continuum. Okay, now public reputation, action, authority over the masses. So again, leadership. Okay, leadership, the father, the master, friendship. Now, we do not oftentimes think of the sun speaking of friendship, but the sun significations, one of those things point to friendship. Okay, so having sun in Libra, you want a lot of friends. You're quite the people's person. You want to interact with people. You don't want to be left alone, you know. That's there. Honors, statues, and the parts of the body, of course, is the head. The sun rules the head, the heart chakra, which is green. So having your sun and fall in Libra, you need to activate your heart chakra. Also, in the sense organ, the sun rules the right eye, the moon the left, by the way. And the nerves, of course, the spiritual perception is ruled by the sun. Uh, Sun talismans are made of gold because you know that is the metal ruled by the sun. The day is Sunday. Now, the sun in Libra, this is the seventh sign. Okay, this is the first six signs, but of Virgo, and this is the seventh sign, right? This is the natural descendant of Aries, is the natural rising, okay, of the natural zodiac. Now, it's cardinal, it's air, of course, air, but a different kind of air because it's air that wants to do something, that wants to start something. Okay, masculine, so sun's happy in a sense here. Venus ruled, but sun and Venus have a complicated relationship. So there. The symbol is scales, but just not the scales of justice and liberty as many think. It also pertains to the scales of the marketplace. You know, when you're bartering, when you're buying something, when you're selling, that is very Libran, okay? So the scales, it definitely deals with the scales, and Venus rules money, you know, and although Mercury rules commerce, but Venus also rules banks and the monetary system. So it is it rules the lower backs, buttocks, and kidney because you know Venus rules kidney. So the lower back, you could have problems, accidents to the lower back. You know, of course, if you have a day chart, it's better because sun does better, but night chart, sun in Libra is more problematic. Okay, of course, you have to see where Venus is placed to understand and which house this is falling in and all the aspects that the sun makes. You can see the rulership by triplicity, by decan, by faces, by terms. There's so much to really understand the karma of your sun. It's a sanguine sign. It's hot, moist, and a day sign. So the sun is a planet that is diurnal. Now, I have seen that the native is tall and handsome with sun in Libra, beautiful, very fine complexion, which darkens with age. And this has happened to my father right in front of me. He's got a huge stellium in his first house in Libra. Pretty much all his planets are in Libra. And he's darkened with age. Okay, he's almost gone to a red right now, reddish complexion. Now, a native is long flaxen hair. Okay, like my dad, gray eyes, a very courteous disposition, very polite. Okay, just, and they stand upright. If they are crooked, that means the sun has difficult placements because your Libra rules the lower back, the pelvis, the support, what keeps us upright. Many models have sun in Libra, modeling, walking, you know, with support of your lower back and your buttocks. So many models have sun in Libra, very beautiful women. I think that Gigi Hadid is Libra, I'm not sure. Don't eat me up on that. Libra off the top of my hat. Some very beautiful women in the world are Libra suns. So check that out. Men too, by the way. Now, the keywords for Libra is I balance. Very simple. The scales of Mars, the scales of justice, the scales of liberty. I balance. So the thing with Libra is they're oftentimes trying to find a balance, okay, in some way or another. But Libra suns, you can work it cross purposes. Okay, this is a sun and fall classic example. Appearance is given more importance than substance. So if you're so interested to keep up appearances, that and the underlying substance of it all you just ignore, that may be detrimental to your growth, because Venus rule Libra is about beauty. Architects are there, some of the biggest finance brains, bankers, all these types of very powerful people have that. Because remember, Libra suns want to bring people together. They're the greatest mediators and the greatest diplomats. This is the archetype of the diplomat. So Venus unifies. So having your sun in a Venus rule system, it's about unification. It's about, it's very social, but this social nature can become compulsive. Like I said, there's a pitfall to this. You can have a very compulsive social nature. You don't know where to say no. You do not have strong boundaries. Okay, now both Aries and Libra, both are moving away from both signal the equinox. So they're moving away from some, from the moment they're initiating something new. That's what you've got to understand, okay? Days were longer, and Libra comes and initiates more longer nights. Nights were longer. Aries comes along, initiates longer days. So they're moving away from what the status quo in a way. So Libra suns will always want to change things up, but they are afraid of change in a way. Although they're cardinal, and that's something they've always had to deal with, but they're scared of change because they set up these patterns and they do not want to move outside it. I hope you like that. Subscribe, comment, book a reading, and let me know what you think. Thank you.